Welcome back, Forester Dragons, for the last step in our spider weaving project. We were learning about the process of weaving through spiders. We have our warp and our weft that we glued through, creating our different lines of our web. We're going to be building we already built our spiders. Remember, our spiders have two body parts, the head and the tummy. We added legs. Remember, spiders are arachnids, which have 8 legs and 2 body parts, whereas insects have 3 body parts and 6 legs. We drew them to fill our paper, and then we started to trace them. This time we are going to be applying the color, and we were learning about rhythm and movement. Remember, rhythm and movement are principles of art, okay, the principles of design. These are like our puzzle pieces, how we fit things together to make an amazing work of art. So we create rhythm by repeating. We not only repeated the lines in our web, but we repeated our spiders. We created movement by drawing our spiders moving and by causing our eyes to travel throughout the lines of the web. It creates movement in our piece. It creates interest. Today we're going to start to apply the color. When we're applying the color, I don't want you to ever use the same color. So look on this spider. I didn't use just one color to color the whole spider. I used multiple colors to blend together. None of my spiders are the same color. They're all different. I want you to press hard when you're coloring so that the water doesn't get inside. So let's go ahead and get started. And Miss Eskew is going to show you. I'm going to kind of color on top of what I already did because I thought that my phone, I thought that I was recording when I wasn't. So you're going to work with me here. So I used periwinkle. And I pressed hard to color this little baby spider. And I used different shades of blue on him, creating the hairs. Up here, I used different shades of orange to apply the color. And you want contrast, so use darker and lighter. Okay. Okay, on this one, you can see I did different shades of green. Okay, a line. Okay, and I also finished tracing the big one. So on this one, I think I used like this, yeah, I used the magenta, and then I used kind of this fluorescent pink. I like that one. And then on this one, I went different shades of yellow. But the one on the face wasn't as bold as I wanted, but you know, that's okay. I used kind of this golden. Okay, and then I really liked what I did on those babies, so I decided to do it on the big one too. And except I used this one, which is called Sea Green, and I colored the head, so I kind of did different values of green. And I just be sure you get all of your white spaces. So it's always good that I go back over because, you know, the first time I don't get everything. So I am filling in everything. I'm even coloring the legs. And then I used the lime and I created some values of green here. Okay. Now I also want you to take the crayon just for fun, different colors, and I want you to draw just some squiggly lines. Don't do all the same color. So I did some magenta, some blue, and I do some orange. Let me see if you can see me. In between the lines of the web. I may even have them coming out on the side. Crayon under here, okay. Just creating some curved lines on the paper. like hanging off the web. Okay, can you see all my crayon lines? Amazing. Now the last step is you can either create marker lines and bleed it with water and a paintbrush, or you can use watercolors if you have that. Now, it is very important that when you use watercolors, you use a lot of water. That's why the word starts with water. So don't just keep digging in the paint. You need to dip in the water and then in the paint every time you put a stroke on your paper. Now, if you get these paper lines that you glued wet, they're gonna get all kind of funky. They might even dissolve. So try to just kind of paint in between those areas. We used lots of colors, and if your web is like mine, it already has lots of colors. So you basically want to pick one color to color your empty space, the background. So Miss Eskew is thinking about it for a minute here, what she wants to do. I think I'm going to utilize purple because I actually don't have any exactly purple on this paper. So I'm choosing a color I don't already have. So I'm going to get it really wet. Water first. My water first, then paint. I'm getting more water. I haven't even made a stroke yet. Now I'm going to start to paint in between the lines of the web, and it'll really start to make the web pop out. So I'm just getting in between the lines. Okay. And it's okay if you paint over the spider, because if you pushed hard with the crayons, it won't even affect it. The crayon resists the paint and the water. So every time I get paint, I get water. Always put your brush in the water first. Okay? Same with if you're just using the water over your marker lines. Okay? As I come down from the web, I may decide to add some pink instead of just the purple in the background. I know I told you one color, but once you get out of the web, you can add one more if you want. If you don't have pink, red will work too. Lots of water will actually make it come out like pink anyway. Okay, so let me finish just this part. And I'm sorry, you can hear my son playing again over there. It's very noisy. Okay, so I'm going to use the pink now. It's actually coming out more of a brown. Okay. So then I have this all done. And once you get all your white spaces painted and done, remember, try to avoid the web lines that are of magazine or whatever you utilize, other papers. Okay. Okay, so at this point I have finished painting everything. I've created my rhythm in my movement, my rhythm by repeating spiders, by repeating my web lines, movement by my eye traveling and following the web lines or my moving spiders. And I utilized my crayons and my watercolor. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye, Forester Dragons.